Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 10 to 1 here today with Natalie Chalk. Natalie is a freelance journalist and travel writer. She's previously worked on the news desk of the Mail Online and the Daily Express. She now runs a very successful online magazine called Chalk Marks, which was voted for in the top 10 UK travel blogs, which is very, very good. Natalie, it's lovely to have you here today. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Hi, thanks for asking me. I really appreciate taking part in these 10-minute chats.
Good. Natalie, are we able to start by letting the PRs watching know what titles you're writing for at the moment and what you're covering?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm a freelance journalist, so I don't write for just one publication. Recently, I was commissioned for Travel Bulletin to write live news coverage from the World Travel Market. But I've written for most of the national papers, and actually I have a background in news. This also means that I put news down the news wires. Yeah, they still exist.
Yeah.
So during lockdown, I've been working on my own magazine website called Chalk Marks, and that has a growing audience. So I have a new section coming up, so I really want to reach out to PRs for that. So my focus is on travel at the moment, yeah.
So if you would like to get in touch with Natalie about her new section on her magazine website, do get in touch with her. All of her details are up to date on Roxhill Media. So yeah, pop her an email to find out more. How are your weeks playing out at the moment? Is there a particular time which is busiest? And when do you like to hear from PRs? Is there a particularly good day or time?
For me, I don't mind what day. And yeah, I do like morning emails because then I can plan my day, and then the story can get on my news list and it's more likely to get done if I'm interested in the story than if I get it later in the day. Yeah.
Brilliant. And what do you like included in your pitches? Do you like a press release? Do you like a strong header and bullet points? What's your stance on images as well? How do we get it right when pitching to you?
I mean, yeah, of course, I like the press release, and I like it all in the body of the email rather
Okay.
than all attachments. So you know, other than a good news line, I like operational things.
Okay.
I like it that a PR is available and they will say something like, "I'm here till 5. If not, here's my mobile. If the link breaks." And I like things like fast facts. So if we're talking about travel,
Yeah.
things that will take me maybe 10 minutes to put together, a PR will know at the drop of a hat, like what's the flight time from the UK? Do we need a visa? What's the temperature? The time difference, and yeah, maybe even some data that we can use,
Brilliant.
such as visitor figures, things like that.
So it's basically just all the facts that sometimes we assume other people may know, but actually.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good point to know. And images, should they be included, or do you like Dropbox links?
And for me, I only prefer one pic in the email because I will use that immediately. So
Brilliant.
for me, the way I work is if I'm on digital, I will tweet that picture out and with the news line that I'm running. And then once that I've written the story, I tweet it out again. So I don't need a big pic when I'm working on digital. And if I'm commissioned for a piece, the picture desk will be in touch with you for larger images for print. So for me, I don't like the big files, and
Okay.
yeah, I just need the one pic.
Just brilliant. One picture. What is your biggest bugbear?
Okay. Oh well, I had an email the other day from a PR who said to me, "I can see that you've opened my email, and I just wanted to check whether you're interested." And yeah, I didn't like that too much. And I was racking my brains to think because I didn't recognize the story. And I
Right.
thought, what happens is I must just, with my cursor, I open it, but then I maybe don't study it. And so, yeah, but that's probably not an industry thing. Responsiveness. I mean, I just think all journalists are working to a now deadline.
Mm.
And also a lot of deadlines of our deadlines are outside regular PR office hours, and we work on weekends. So if we do have a WeTransfer link and it's broken and the PR's unavailable, then that's really difficult. But I like to see if I see a press release, I want to make it my own, and I might want to put out an angle. So
Yeah.
the other day I had a cruise press release come through for itineraries for 2022, and there was a nice quote from the CEO saying we look forward to 2020, 2022. and we've got a long history and we're going to be back. So I thought that's a good way in. I'll just get
Yeah.
onto the PR about the history. When did the lines start? And what were their early roots? And I've not heard back. So yeah, I think a lot of journalists, they don't want to copy and paste the press release. They want to find their own way into the story that's unique to their branding. And I think sometimes PRs can be stuck on this press release, and journalists want to maybe go off piste with the press release.
Yeah.
And also I get press releases that are sent to me after I've already seen them out on national papers and online.
Right.
So I think if I wouldn't use that, because it will show that I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
And also you didn't invite me to the party. So yeah, just to say, we do check.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. When we were all able to go to meetings and stuff, did you go and meet PRs, or do you prefer to do things over the phone? And how would you recommend some of the PRs watching build a relationship with you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always up to meet up, to go for a glass of fizz. I love that. Definitely have been doing that before.
Brilliant.
But I don't mind at all how people get in touch with me. I mean, my website is chalkmarks.co.uk, and all my social and all my contact is on there. I want to make contact with as many PRs as possible, so please do get in touch. During lockdown, I've been reaching out to more people on social and getting quick responses, so I'm using it more.
Cool.
But I love getting on the phone. I'm not shy about that. In fact, I love it when a press release says, and they never do, we can get you 10 minutes with the CEO, maybe of that cruise company. We can get you 10 minutes if you need that. And I do, and I like it. I like to make a piece my own, as I said.
That's really good. So yeah, don't be scared of reaching out over social media then. Natalie, do you live in London?
Yes.
Great. So yeah, all the PRs in London watching, when we're able to meet up again, can meet up with Natalie. Are there any regular features you cover?
Sure. Well, at the moment, I'm doing travel, so it's all news at the moment. It's all reset, reopenings, reassurance. So a new UNESCO site, a new hotel, a new launch, a new flight route, a new itinerary. I also love to give people a voice. So in addition to comment, I do love comments, and I do always read them to see if that's a way in. I've been getting really good reaction from my website, because I've been writing about destinations that are open rather than destinations that are closed. And during October, while much of Europe was closing down, Latin America was opening up. And I had people saying they didn't know Mexico was open, they didn't know Puerto Rico was open. And it's not that they wanted to go to these places, but they thought there was one story, and that was the world was shut. But there's a whole wide world out there. So I appeal to PRs who are covering long haul destinations to get in touch. And there's a whole world wide web out there. And so there's space for all this inspiration. And I do love culture and heritage. I think they're my passions, I suppose.
Brilliant. And you went traveling for 14 months and visited 50 cities, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
amazing. I miss it.
Sorry?
I do miss it, yeah.
I'm not surprised. What an amazing thing to do.
Yeah.
What would be your biggest, your top tip, sorry, for PRs?
Please don't forget that we are out here. Please invite us away, engage with us. I'm talking about freelance writers.
Yeah.
There are challenges in travel because of the pandemic, and that also means there's challenges in editorial too. And newspapers are pinched, and I know everybody loves national news coverage and clients love it. But at the moment, if you give a piece to a national newspaper, you have to accept you might have a wider reach, but you might only get 200 or 300 words. But online you get unlimited space. And also this is where we can work together, where we can widen reach. I mean, that's never really a problem. And also, if you find it difficult to get through to a national news editor, use freelance journalists who we have contacts and we have relationships. So we're also another way in. So it just feels like there's a whole restart at the moment. Even the audience is looking for new news. So
brilliant. We've got we do a daily newsletter called Rockstars, written by 4 journalists, and actually 3 of them are freelance. But our lovely fashion writer Kate Finnegan did a brilliant column on Don't Forget the Freelance, and it was really powerful because you do have so many contacts, and obviously you've been in the industry for a while. So yeah, it's a very good point.
Yeah, we're finding new audiences, and people obviously want to. They're moving around. They want to see what's out there.
Yeah. Natalie, that is our 10 minutes up. I think
I've
I've
got lots more to say.
sorry.
I've got lots more to say.
Oh, everyone does say that. It's been super useful, and I think I've asked you everything I wanted to. But to the PRs watching, please do get in touch with Natalie. All of her details are on Rocks Hill, and her magazine is also on there as well. So yeah, do get in touch. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye bye.